California dreaming about you.
Hey, what is up everyone? My name is Richard and welcome back to the crypto community. Today we'll be going over Monero. Before getting to it, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and make sure to stick with me till the end because we got a lot to cover today. Okay, so Monero. We're gonna first come over here to the markets, mix it up a little bit today. Markets you can pick this up on Bittrex, Bitfinex, Binance, although you guys probably heard about Binance recently. No, it's not get hacked. Poloniex, Cryptopia, some other small ones, you know, no biggie. Those are the main ones I would say. This coin has been around since 2014. That's important to know. It's been around for quite a while. Whereas we have a lot of these really hype ones that are getting up here to these high ranks that are very, very recent. So it's important to know that this one's been around for a while. They've been continuing with their project. They've been committed to it. Market cap 3.7, volume 48 million, circulating supply 15.7 million, rank 13. 3-month chart, looking pretty much like other things, except for it's not as big as of a downhill, which is actually kind of interesting. So most of them, you'd go, the price would be basically where my cursor is, it'd keep going up, 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 and then we'd have a huge skyrocket and it would hit like 800, and then it would drop down to 200. That's not what we're seeing with this. It's maintaining its price relatively well to other currencies. Of course, I mean, still going from, you know, 460 to 230 is not exactly ideal, but it's been maintaining itself pretty well. So what is Monero? So top one over here, and there we go. So why is it different? Well, it's very similar to other privacy coins, however it's more secure. So we have this talks about the security that it has, how it's decentralized, how it has ring signatures and ring confidential transactions and stealth addresses to hide it, how it is untraceable, and some other information down here that you can look at, but these are the main things to look at right here. It talks about the security of the coin. It's going to be a digital cash. It has dynamic block sized, fully decentralized, like I said. It's kind of interesting. So basically you'd have to go over here to use it. You'd have to go to the downloads. If you were to do it how it's supposed to be other than exchanges, but you'd have to go over to the downloads, and then from the downloads you'd have to download a huge file because you're downloading the whole ledger. So it's over 15 gigs, I believe, 15 gigabytes. So it was a decent sized thing, and obviously that's because all this stuff was very new and they're trying to make it all as secure as possible and all that fun stuff. So it's going to be a big file. Completely private transactions, like I was saying. We go over here, talks about how there's transparent blockchains for these Bitcoin, Ethereum, and how because of that it's actually verifiable and traceable, which is a good point, because then let's say that you didn't want someone to be able to trace it for whatever reason, not because you're doing illegal activity, because we do not do that over here at the crypto community. We obey the laws. But let's say you didn't want someone to trace it or be able to trace it. This would be the one to go with. Confidential and untraceable. Again, really hammering on the point that it's really secure. Really, really secure. Like, I believe this is one of the most secure platforms I've seen or taken a look at, and they really emphasize that, which is really cool. Talks about the developers, electronic cash, like I said. Oh, another interesting point that I've actually have a note about that I'm not seeing right here. Not sure where I got it or where it is on here, but talks about how there's hard forks every 6 months, and normally people would say that is not good. Hard forks, I don't like hard forks, that's bad. But for this case situation, it's mainly updates. So they update the platform extensively every 6 months, which is actually really good. Hard forks are really only bad when there's a chain split in development, so the developers want to go two separate ways, so there's a chain split in the way that the project gets developed. That's when the hard forks are considered to be bad and why there's issues that come up. But in this case situation, it's just to update the platform, which is really good that they're committed to that. And I mean, there's a lot of hype saying, oh, this could replace Bitcoin. Don't don't fall into that yet. I mean, it has a lot of potential. Of course it does. If we go over to the team, they actually have a lot of team members, and it doesn't show all the information about them off the front. You'd have to like go ahead and click on them and pull it up like that. But there's a lot of team members in here, as I'm just quickly scrolling through for you to see. They have a really decent sized team, and from what I could tell, I checked on a few of them real quick. The few that I checked on, for the most part, seem to be actually really intelligent people and people who really know what they're doing, which is really cool. We can hop over here to roadmap, and we can see 2017 hard fork that went down there, hard fork here, or sorry, hard fork to adjust, hard fork, some other things that they're going on, and then future stuff. We have let's see, more efficient range proofs for ring CT to reduce transaction sizes. So trying to just make this thing more effective is kind of the plan going forward, and actually get it into some more real world applications. That's going to be upcoming here in the future. They don't have it entered as 2018, it's just future, so not too sure as to when that's going to come up. But as you can see, they're still working on these things right now, so they did not get this entirely done for 2017 like they hoped to. Hopefully they're able to get this done soon. This would be kind of cool, especially if they were able to do this alpha release. That'd be really nice. But yeah, it just kind of goes over all the plans, and it has the roadmap all the way back to 2014, so you can see all the stuff they've been up to if you'd like to. Really nice, really nicely laid out too. I like how straightforward it is. Some other things it's a little bit weird how the roadmaps are, but these are really nice and laid out. You have some other information in here which you could go check out if you would like. Developer guides, some stuff like that. Kind of cool. Other stuff that's important to look at. We'll hop over here to social media. This one's kind of cool. It goes over the 3 pillars, and it really hammers it down again. The ring signatures, the stealth address, and the confidential transactions. How it's really making it secure. And this kind of little thing right here hammers that down and really brings it home, hopefully, for you guys, as to how secure this coin is going to be, and how it really is potentially going to take over the security transactions. And that would be really cool, because let's say that this did take off, you know? I mean, one thing you have to understand, something's going to replace Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not going to be #1 forever, most likely. And that's my opinion. A lot of people would probably disagree with me, but the reason why I say that is Bitcoin was generation 1. Those terms get thrown around a lot. Generation 1 for Bitcoin, generation 2 for Ethereum, generation 3/4 for Ripple, that kind of a thing. So Bitcoin being generation 1, it's outdated. I mean, the technology is not amazing. It's not great by any standard. So obviously this is older technology. It's not going to be #1 forever. This is going to be replaced eventually. And we're going to see something else hop up here in this top 3 slot, more likely. I mean, Bitcoin Cash has been doing really good recently, but this Monero really has an opportunity to hop up there. Kind of like Verge for a little while. I mean, it's way down here now. But for a little while, this thing is way up here doing really solid. This could take over the old Verge slot and maintain it, because it won't just be pure hype. This will actually be the real deal. This thing could hit $1,000 pretty easily, I believe. And that's my opinion. Obviously, I mean, you got to look into this really, but there's a lot of really good information about this out there that you can look into a little bit more. But because of the 3 main key points that they keep hammering at you about the security and how safe it is, the transactions, how they're not trackable, it's really, I mean, and the roadmap as well. What things that they're looking like they're adding, it might seem like not super big stuff, just kind of like, whatever. But this is some big deals that's coming up here. And hopefully that'll all work out, and this thing will actually be able to fulfill all the things that it's talking about, because if that happens, it really should take off, and that would be amazing for us to see, especially as this market's starting to recover now. You see this market really recover overall, and we see this price start to take off. It would be really good for us all who hold it. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you all in the next one.